satisfaction, I guess.
Welcome to our second intermission show, and I'm joined by Dan O'Toole. The Petes have the 5-2 lead, and Dan, you're enjoying the game so far.
I am. I guess this is something that you haven't seen very much from this year's Pete's team. Wow, that first period was amazing. To feel the vibe in the rink again. It reminded me of the heyday back when I used to see Pronger, Ricci, and all the guys here. I'm dating myself, am I not?
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
No,
but
no.
yeah, you can say that this was the most goals the Petes have scored in a period so far
There
this
you go.
season. So
Yep.
Good of you to show up and help them out a little bit. No,
I tried my best.
yeah, we'll get to what happened before the game first of all, and your connection with Anita Blackburn.
Anita actually worked for her aunt and uncle at the Old Co on Lansdowne. Stan and Luann Carey. This is when I was still in high school. I was pumping gas, and I always wanted to pump gas. I aspired to do that, and I got to there, and I thought it was the greatest job on earth, and that's where I met Anita. And while that video was playing pregame, I looked over, and I was overcome with emotion, and as was she. So it was good to be there for her and walking out on the ice, and she got to have a big breath, and it meant a lot to her, especially when the crowd responded when she came out and gave her a standing ovation, and then kept that standing ovation going, because she's going through a lot right now, and I can't imagine doing it on your own. So the community rallying behind her meant a lot, I'm sure.
Yeah, it looked very, very important to her. She looked like she got a little bit emotional as you guys kind of stepped back.
Yeah.
And now, do you feel almost a sense of duty now that people expect it from you, but do you feel a sense of duty to come back and help out the community in ways just like that with the Canadian Cancer Society of Peterborough?
It's not a sense of duty. I think it's just something you should do. As I've mentioned to a lot of people here tonight, when you arrive back in your hometown, it should always feel like you never left, and that's exactly how it was. Every time I drive in, you always like, oh yeah, that's still there. The Memorial Center still smells the same. I always love walking down this aisle where all the Petes of President Past are here, and looking at all the pictures, because whenever you're at a Memorial Center or a Pete's game, make sure you do that, because you don't realize how many great players we had on this team, and a lot of players that were maybe on those Ricci and Pronger teams get lost in the shuffle that also became big names. So it's just amazing coming back here, and the smells, the sights, the sounds, it just brings everything back.
And I know you keep your connection to Peterborough alive and well throughout your broadcast when you're on Sports Center, now with your podcast that you still keep running. You talk about your hometown all the time, and why is it so important to you to let people in LA know you're from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada?
Because you should always be proud of where you're from. You should always be proud of where your roots grew, and that's what happened here in Peterborough. And if I grew up anywhere else, I don't even know where I'd be. So 20 plus years growing up here, because I left Peterborough about 2021, shaped me and instilled in me work ethic, community drive, family, everything like that. That's what Peterborough does. And I think if you grow up in a larger community, you don't get that sense, like in a Toronto or something. Again, I don't know. I didn't grow up there, but I'm so glad I grew up here. And I always want to say this to people. You can't wait to leave your hometown. Everyone feels that way. I couldn't wait to get out of here. But you can't wait to come back as soon as you leave. So yes, everyone wants to get out and spread their wings, but never forget where you're from.
Even with a nice dusting of snow, you're still eager to come back to Peterborough?
I don't have this minus 17 degree temperatures here. It was perfect winter weather. The 115 was a little slick coming here, but that's the 115. It's its own little beast.
It is. The wind likes to blow on the 115. I come up from Whitby, so I understand that all the time. Now, how did you end up getting involved with the Canadian Cancer Society of Peterborough? Was it you reaching out to them, or them reaching out to you, or just something that kind of happened organically?
Standing just off camera here, Dave Koski, he gave me a shout on the phone. He said, we're looking for a co-chair this year. And as soon as he mentioned Canadian Cancer Society and Peterborough Petes, I said yes and yes. And I said, what can I do? He said, just reach out to your followers on Twitter, and then do a few interviews here and there and try to raise awareness. And I hope I did a good job. I tried my best, and the fact that I got to be here tonight and drop a puck at a Pete's game with Anita, it meant so much to me. It was almost like a surreal experience.
I don't want to put you on the spot here because I know you're very busy, but going forward, is it something that you'd like to be involved with going forward?
Yes, of course. If it gets rid of cancer, yes, I want to be a part of that. because cancer sucks. Cancer's the worst. And I want my kids to see cancer as like getting a cold. Oh, you got diagnosed with cancer? That's not a problem. We'll get rid of that easily. So I want there to be a day when that happens, and I want my kids to see that.
So certainly a great outlook on the situation for you, but now the outlook on the Peterborough Pete situation in this game coming up. You've watched a lot of hockey in your life, and you see the Windsor Spitfires kind of bouncing back a little bit. Does it scare you?
Where are those legs from the first period? Come on. Get the jump back in. You got to get the building back into it. That's the thing. When you have a good crowd like this, just come out hitting. The people, my cousins and my relatives in the seats that we're watching from remarked, we need to see more hitting. And I think I echo the O'Tooles that are watching this game. We need to see some more hitting.
All right, well, I know that you like to use social media a lot, and so do I. So does TV Cogeco Peterborough. So you mind taking a quick selfie with me?
Heck
so you can tweet it out before you head to break and come back for the second period of play.
I would take a selfie with my iPhone, but it's a BlackBerry.
That's very Canadian.
Created.
Very Canadian. So we'll take this, and as we take, I need to flip it. I need to flip it.
Dan, come on.
And as we take that, we'll head to break. When we come back, Pete Dalladay will have our third period of play with Brian Drum. You're watching the OHL tonight on TV Cogeco.